Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's time brought to you by Victor Allen. Victor Allen's new sports. It's Victor Allen's own sexy look at sports. Sex, sports, jockstraps, funk, toe jam, foot fungus. It's sports, ladies and gentlemen. Time for sweaty nuts.
See what he does? See what he goes, Joe?
And here's our favorite sweaty nut.
This is not cool. First of all, it's not cool for a brother to say the S-N word.
Sweaty nuts. You got
Okay,
some people powder.
let me ask
If you powder
Michelle.
your nuts, that's not manly. Powdering your nuts. Let's take a poll. How many of you powder your nuts?
Watch this, Michelle.
It's going down.
If you, Michelle, if you heard and you was outside the door and you heard an intro to a show that says "Here it is" and it's Bishop Sweaty Nuts, would you come into the door or would you leave?
You know, you would look. You're like, I'd like to see me some nuts. What kind? Some NBA nuts? Those NFL nuts.
Yeah.
Those are the NFL. I can tell.
Right.
I can tell. They more bruised.
Okay. I refute you. I rebuke you. I refute you all that. Welcome to New Sports.
Not a rebuke. One buke is enough. But then they buke you a second time.
I'll leave it alone.
And it's a rebuke.
Okay, that's it. Hey, you guys, we try to do the best we can to cover sports from our own angle. I have no writers. I have no input. I just have Mario, who's the anti-sports person who's going to turn it into food. So as opposed to yesterday where every question had a food answer, maybe I can get some help today. And
Fish and grits.
See what I'm saying?
Y'all know you're hungry right now. Fish and grits with a lot of butter. A lot of butter. Might even get some sausage on the side, too. Just get some pork in there somewhere.
You see this wrong. Okay, for the people who's now had enough, and I know some of you guys are going to leave the room who don't follow sports, but you know what? I want to show you a picture. That's a wonderful picture. We're going to talk about the Boston Red Sox because I think they found the recipe for winning the World Series. Now, they didn't win it this year, right? So that's not the issue. But there's something that says, and it's a question mark because it's going to get towards what you like to talk about all the time. What should you do as a professional baseball player during a baseball game to add to your performance? Now, before you answer, because I know where you're going, first thing you're going to do, because he's going to turn it into something
I know it
else.
always helps me.
What is it, man?
BJ. Lipstick on the dipstick.
See, I told you.
You know what's great about it, BJ? Is 3 minutes of silence. You get no talking.
You see what happens? This is not sports.
You asked what my performance enhancer was.
Can I put my list here? For those who are just tuning in and not watching the video, let me go down the list and you tell me what do you think? Because see, already, I don't get what they call the sports conversation, like the brothers. So I'm going to try to do the best I can. Yeah, the best I can.
You hit that guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to do what I can.
Fucking A.
See what I say? See what happens? See what happens? That's jacked up.
What's up?
Fucking A.
You see? It's cold. All right, let me go on over here. Let me just do this. All right, I'm going to go again. I'm going to give you guys the choices. I already said what should you do as a baseball or professional baseball player during a game to add to your performance. I'll give you the choices, and you tell me which one rings truth to you. Number 1, sneak away and go occupy Wall Street. Number 2, clip your toenails. Number 3, call your ex-girlfriend, scream and hang up. Drink beer and eat chicken. Number 4, or sleep. I'm going to go to, since Mario's not you, I'm going to go over to our special guest. What would you want to do, man? What's the thing that makes you a professional ball player that makes your performance get enhanced? Sleep, drink beer, eat chicken, call your ex-girlfriend.
We drink beer and eat chicken.
He's done.
That's pretty good, man.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Now watch Mario. Mario, take it to the next layer. What would you do, man?
I call my ex-girlfriend and make pudding sounds. Then I hang up. They always think it's me, though. I go, it's not me. It's not Mario. It's George.
See what I'm saying? See, so the bottom line, when you learn a baseball team that's had members, why don't you stay focused, man? How can you can't stay focused?
You asked the question.
I'm just trying to sit back and bring some reality to the sports. My sports views are going down,
but your sex views are going up.
Okay, all right. That may be a good thing. I don't know. All right, but let me just say this: it is true. The reason why we put this story up here is because there was some players, or were some players on Boston who admitted to drinking beer in the dugout, man. And would you guys have a problem with that as a fan?
What kind of beer, man?
It doesn't matter,
Sam
man.
Adams?
It doesn't matter.
It's a
It doesn't
good
matter,
beer, man.
What kind of beer? Do you endorse?
I don't want Bergie in the dugout. Not Bergie. No Bergie.
What would
no
you?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing about the Pabst.
I
I
don't
want the
think
Pabst Blue Ribbon in there.
You must be talking grandfather
But I
beer.
will take some Schlitz,
Right.
and some, Sam Adams.
Sam Adams. Okay,
Yeah,
let me
why
just
not?
go. Let me go over it. Now, this
Wonderful
is not
golden
endorsing.
lager.
This is not endorsing easy souls. Drinking alcohol. We're not saying that. But
No, of
do
course
you
not.
believe performance gets enhanced if you're drinking beer as a baseball player in the dugout?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No way, man.
not
How about
happening.
before you go on stage before the crowd of 50,000?
It helps a lot. Before I was swinging a bat, man, no.
No, it's not gonna work.
How about for that
Wait.
first sex you ain't had none in 3 years?
Oh, okay.
Don't
see,
drink.
Don't drink.
Don't drink.
What?
Don't
Now,
drink.
now
Don't
before,
drink.
let me do this. I'm not giving you no more time, Mar. You had your shout outs. All right. What's your favorite sport, man?
Basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Dang, man. We can't even talk about it the way we should because
Why
we may
not?
not have a season, man.
Oh,
I can't put a
man.
point on it.
Talk about
2 weeks
not
at a
having
time,
a
man.
season.
But you know what? I set you up because there is a subject that deals with the NBA, and that's our next topic. You finished
right.
drinking yourself?
Basketball wives.
No, man, it's not that, man.
Oh, okay.
Did you roll the graphic there? Watch this. He's so busy over there not doing
You
his
didn't
job.
tell me to roll.
Roll, man. Roll.
Okay, roll.
Bam. There we go. Somebody got called a modern plantation overseer.
Why? Who did that?
I'll let you guess,
That's
man.
a muckraker.
Okay. See. I'm saying it. I'm not saying nothing, man. All I'm saying is, in this present day, does that term modern plantation overseer stimulates people? Before we even get into the who and why, because we obviously it's Commissioner David Stern, and you see Brian.
It does.
Gumbel.
It fits. It fits most women in today's modern marriages.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See, we get
So they mean too.
Okay.
That might be the truest thing you said today.
They heavy with the whip. Never should have gave black women that whip. They started liking that shit.
All right, let me go on over so I can at least follow up on the story. The reason why I show you guys this picture is because there is a reason why this is an immediate story. Commissioner David Stern, based on Brian Gumbel, says he wants to be seen as a modern plantation overseer and treating NBA men like they were his boys. And he goes on to add that David Stern is trying to show that he can keep hired hands in their place. David Stern is part of the problem and not the solution. Before we get into the impact of this statement, because when you do make this kind of statement, you're really separating yourself in a big way. Do you agree with Brian Gumbel, who's been around in sports reporting for some time? And what do you think of the commissioner? So you got a two-pronged situation here. One, did Brian do this to get what they call splash, or is he telling the truth? And before I get moving forward, I just want to get your opinion whether you know this has a recent report or not. If you don't, then we'll move on. Mario, I'm gonna start with you.
I hadn't heard about this.
This happened. This was reported yesterday, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard from Brian Gumbel in forever.
Which makes
So I don't know.
Right.
Maybe he's kind of, he and his brother Greg always had this issue with the fashion thing kind of going on.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You don't know. Not
I
sure.
don't know, Brian. You kind of, you kind of uptight.
Got,
He's got an asshole about 1 millimeter, just tight.
okay.
Hasn't had a stool in 6 years.
Okay, well, let's move on to a different. See, I can't.
He's a tight ass, in other words.
So but what you're saying is Brian is of a different. If you had to
tight ass.
he has. Look,
Uptight,
He
brother.
is. I can't be mad at it.
Irritatingly tight black man.
All right. Now, with that being said, since we still have to go on the other side of the fence and endorse something, Mara's not endorsing anyone. You're really going to come back to this later. Hold on. Just hold on. I'm going to go over here to Easy. Easy. What do you think? You think the Commissioner Stern fits the definition of what Bryant says, or you think this is a splash for Bryant, period?
No. I think Brian's telling the truth, man. I think for him to come out with a statement like that, we haven't heard from him so long, for him to be that compelled to say something, it's got to be true.
Yeah.
Because he knows those players and he knows their lives outside of basketball.
Yeah.
And he also knows the commissioner's stand on it, which is
He's close to it.
Yeah.
He's close to it. There's some credence. We're saying we don't know a lot of the backstory, and there's not a lot of information. But there is a YouTube video on it. Now, I didn't want to get into it because we can elaborate on this now, but it's Brian when he comes across. And I think when you come across to make a statement, I think you should sometimes move away from the studio where you have it canned and give us like Homeboy in New York. We're sitting back, what you doing with our people? This does stop killing. When you remove yourself from that and make it more personal, take away the suit and everything, it may come across better. I can't separate that as a planned moment. It's a planned moment, man, to me.
It'll still come. You know, here's what started it. He obviously watched Basketball Wives, the L.A. version.
I knew it. Here we go.
There are no wives on there. There's barely a live-in. They're just like people you slept with one night. So I'm saying the commissioner has been watching Basketball Wives, and that's why it hence this look.
Okay.
Take a look at this picture. That's the look of a man, a white man, who's been watching Basketball Wives. Now, if you get a picture of a black man who's been watching Basketball Wives, it looks more like Brian Gumbel's look right there, because...
Dude...
I'm just saying there's a look that you can tell that people get when they watching Basketball Wives.
Mario, you watch the Basketball Wives.
And I get that look. Like,
what look do you have?
It's like, I don't believe you bitches.
See?
So I say that, and not all women are bitches by any means. Just a high proportion of the Basketball Wives.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, let me go on over here.
It's a little different.
Let me give you the choices I want to run through before.
Your soul had no parts. The last comment.
Thank you. Do your disclaimer. Do you know what easy?
Because the Basketball Wives will kick your ass. Have you seen some of them babes? I'm gonna compliment their beauty when they come up to me. Them babes will kick some ass. I've seen them.
So you a little bit rough.
Yeah,
a little bit rough.
Put out a straight razor.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a choice here because we got to close this one. Now I want to see what the closest. See, these are my choices. So you can't get outside of my choices.
Now look at these choices.
Now, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Uh-oh.
Let me just do my thing.
Let me get my sound effects.
Right, here we go. And Easy gets to go first, Mario. You can't do anything. And you know
I'm trying to save him.
And first of all, can you do something for me, Mario?
I'm not kissing anything.
You can.
Tired of these requests.
Watch this. I can't control this. I can't control this right now. I already know what's up. All right, let me go over here. Here's the 4 choices you have. Do you agree with Brian Gumbel, and what do you think of the commissioner? And here are your choices. Stern is a great man in a great sport. Number 2, Brian Gumbel is not a great man in any sport and needs attention. Number 3, David Stern is a man for the little man. Number 4, Brian Gumbel hit the truth and knocked it out of the ballpark on Stern. Easy. I think this is easy.
Yeah, he hit the truth.
He hit the truth.
Yeah.
So he may see you can come back on Sports anytime you want to. Matter of fact, you could take leads. You could take his seat. Okay.
It's a warm seat.
Okay.
Very comfortable seat.
It's so easy when you get cooperative answers,
It
man.
vibrates. It vibrates.
Now, Mario, let's see what you.
Ooh.
Here's your choices, bro.
Well,
And here we go.
you know.
Which one now? I think you think David Stern is a man for the little man.
Well, he's a little man. He's a little man. You know, if you see him in the urinal,
See, here
you
we
can
go.
tell he's already talking about it. He's right there, 2 feet tall.
You're wrong, man.
I'm just saying. So you know, he's one of my favorites.
All right.
Plus, he has that plastic hair.
Oh,
That hair, you know, it doesn't change. It's sprayed. They spray it with like a coating.
Mario,
It's Teflon.
you're gonna have to pick.
He and Jimmy Johnson have the same barber.
You're going to have to pick the side of Brian Gumbel or Commissioner
I'm gonna
Stern.
go. You know, Brian. It's hard to pick your side.
You're gonna pick the statement too when you do it.
Oh,
You gotta pick
I think the commissioner is a modern plantation overseer. Yes, I say yes. 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 Evil plantation man.
Shot him. Shot Stern.
Yes. You see what happened?
I did not. It was not me. One of the Basketball Wives. Man, he's getting in their territory.
Okay, so we have a universal opinion, man. Stern's not for the little man. He is the evil empire. That's what you're saying, right?
He's for the little weenies.
Okay, let me leave it alone.
Bigger the truck, the smaller the dick.
All right. Okay. I'm getting out of here. All right. Last segment.
Once again, Easy Soul had nothing to do with it.
There you go. Keep saying it. Say it again. You have nothing to do with it.
That was Victor in the background talking. I love little ones.
All right.
Monday,
Monday or Tuesday.
Well,
no more Wednesday, man.
And speaking of which, go on with your next story.
Here goes the next story. Going out, do you believe or not? Do you believe? Take a look at this. This is inspirational. Now, I want you to understand. But before
Norman said, "I love women. I'm a lady myself." Go on, Norm.
Let me stop. All right, let me go back to this picture. This is a good reason. All right, you guys. Do you believe when we do you believe, we just actually find out, do you believe it? Do you not? We don't care if you already know the information. We just exit out the show. All right. Do you believe Will and Jada Pinkett Smith are a savvy and smart new part ownership duo of the Philadelphia 76ers? I'm going to go to easy.
No. Not at all.
Not at all?
No, man.
Okay.
Celebrities and people trying to have parts in ownership of sports.
Do you knew about this or did you hear about it?
No, I just
Just got it right.
Yeah.
Well, there you are. Part owner.
Why is that savvy and smart? That's what I was saying. Why are they dumb and not thinking owner of the Philadelphia 76?
Well, they gonna have better commercials.
Yeah. They could have had a V8.
Wait a minute. They already slammed. There are a couple of opinions slamming them that this is an overpriced investment for this team. They're already getting some early opinions on this. So I wanted to come to you guys and find out. You're not moved by this at all.
That's because he's from Philly, and all they got is a Liberty Bell and it's crack. And so they trying to get something going in Philly because they ain't got a lot. They don't. I know they get mad, but y'all can't get out of here.
Oh,
fly, come on.
So
they've been lost since Iverson.
Oh, you serious?
They've been lost since Iverson.
That's when we beat up on Philly. Knicks too.
So wait a minute. I'll do this. I'll use a comparison. Do you guys feel more energy that JayZ is involved in an ownership, whether it's in New Jersey or soon to be Bronx Nets, more than Will and Jada, Mario?
No.
You
Who
feel
wants
JC's
that New Jersey shit? Ain't nobody going that way. This is the West Coast. What are you talking about?
Wait.
There is no migration to New Jersey. I don't know if y'all look, but they bail as fast as they can.
But wait a minute. Let me take it to
Even
another
the
level.
boss is leaving.
Let me take it to another level. Let's just say JayZ is part of our ownership. If you had to pick who you think is more savvy about the investment, would you pick Will and Jada versus JayZ? Who would you pick? I'm going to go to easy first. That's hard,
That's
isn't
a
it?
hard one,
That's
man.
a hard one, man.
I go, dang.
It's hard.
I go with JayZ, as much as I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Just because he's a business owner.
See.
And he's ruthless.
He's already demonstrated that he has an empire.
Right.
Whereas Will and Jada may have, we don't know, but they are celebs.
They're with Scientology Empire.
I go with JayZ too. He sleeps with Beyonce. What else do you need?
That's it, right?
That's enough for me. I don't know about y'all.
You're done.
I
Huh?
threw my cards in, Chef.
This is going to be interesting to see how this goes, that they pick that team. I think it's one of those fashionable things that everybody's doing. It's the trend and the time,
Right.
and everybody said, get your minority ownership. Maybe you guys should talk to Magic Johnson about the strategic move in that. Him being part of the Lakers and coming out of that and not continuing it. Yeah. There's something there that they need to learn about.
That's part of the plantation mentality to own some minorities, right? That's why you have minority ownership. Own you some minorities. I want one of them Filipinos.
Let me go to my next before you get carried away.
They eat less than the black ones.
Yeah, okay. Let me go over this. This is terrible. When we get into politics and everything, focus, everybody's in, hype. I sit up here, I get no real kind of sports dialogue.
Don't look at this sports figure you have in this picture.
It's a good one, man. It's a good one.
That's why you ain't getting no damn dialogue.
Okay. Let me go to my
ZZ Top.
Let me go. Let me go to my last one here. I can't wait to get to hot picks. All right, here we go. I'm gonna kill the name. I'm gonna say Faja Sen. 90 is Sing.
You have pissed off half of India.
I told you I already killed the name.
That's like Jones in India.
Well, you know what?
Faja,
I'm just calling Faja,
I love
man.
you Indians.
I'm gonna keep Faja. You the man. Faja 90 is the oldest person to ever finish the marathon while singing Michael Jackson's Thriller during the race. Do you believe this, Mario?
I believe it. They love Michael Jackson over there. They have plenty of white gloves. Only they're not that white by the end of the day. They got him over there. I've seen it. It's happening.
So you believe?
I do. That Faja, whatever you called him for his last name. Yeah, that guy. I believe it.
You believe it?
Yes, sir.
Let me go over. Do you believe? I'm going to just repeat it again for those who need to catch up. It's on easy this time. Do you believe Faja, 90, is the oldest person to ever finish the marathon while singing Michael Jackson's Thriller during the race?
Yeah, it looks like he's fresh out of the video.
I like that hat.
Straight from the grave.
That's not ZZ Top?
No, that's not ZZ Top. Well, you know what? I'm going to applaud. I can't wait to get out of this because this is an inspirational moment. Faja is not 90. He actually is the oldest person.
He's 40, but he's watching a lot of Oprah Channel.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? He kills any appreciation.
That shit ages you.
He kills any
wedding remakes.
You can't even give love. Can't give love to somebody, man. Can I give the love to the man?
He don't look like he want no love.
Let me give you the love to the man. For those of you who already know, let's celebrate him because he's actually 100 years old, and he did finish the marathon in 8 hours.
Wow.
He's living.
And he's not smart enough to know you should be out there running at 100?
In the rain. It's raining.
He's gonna die. He died yesterday at 100. Thank you. Faja. 100.
Guinness World Book of Records, man. You have to sit up there and think about this. 100 years old. When you go see the other pictures of him, he looks really in shape.
He ain't got nothing else to do.
Running. Mario, okay. What happens when you run uphill on Mount Vernon?
I wouldn't know. It's been a long time. I haven't ran downhill in years.
All right, I'm out. That's my sports, man.
Everybody.
I'm done, man.
That's it. Victor Allen's new sports. Hot, sexy. Today's new neo-urban look at sports. The way you do it. Playing handball, badminton, all your favorite sports, checkers, darts, all that stuff. It's new sports.